Okay, here's a short voice recording tutorial. Let's open Audacity. It's automatically starting with a blank project here. And what I want to do is just make sure I'm recording my voice. So I'm going to need to find a recording source here. Okay, depending on what program, what computer you're running this on, you might have a number of choices here. You might have just one choice. You should have at least one choice. You should use whatever the nicest microphone you have is. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to check my level. So I'm going to start monitoring. And I can see that my level here is right around -12. That's okay. Somewhere in there is fine. We can always make it a little bit bigger. So what I'm going to do is, I just don't want to overwhelm the microphone. So here we go. I'm just going to record my voice. Sound is a collection of waves traveling through some medium. All right, I have a little bit of a low level there, but we can fix that. The first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to trim this. And so what that requires is for me to, actually it's a little hard to see where the sound starts and ends. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this. I'm going to do what's called normalize it. Okay. Normalizing is going to bring the level up. So basically you can normalize it. I think the preset here will be 1 decibel, but I'm going to use 2 just to keep it a little bit quieter. Let's listen to it. Sound is a collection of waves traveling through some medium. All right, that's not breaking up at all. So here we go. And you can see it just kind of raised the level of that a little bit. I'm also going to select this zoom tool here so I can fit the project to width, meaning I'm going to look at it from end to end. Now I'm going to trim this, but before I trim it, do you see this noise here? Okay, this noise, this noise, this noise, this is all background noise. I want to get rid of it, and Audacity actually has a great tool for getting rid of background noise. What you do is you select a good chunk of background noise. You should try and select half a second or so, or more. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Effect, and I'm going to go to Noise Reduction. Now, what you need to do is get a profile of the noise. Audacity needs to know the kind of sound it's going to take out. So let's get that noise profile. I already have it selected. Now it has the profile. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the whole sound file, and I'm going to have Audacity remove that noise from the whole sound file. So I'm going to go back to noise reduction now that I've selected the whole thing. Now I already have my noise profile, so what I'm going to do is step 2. I'm going to just use these settings are fine. All right, the defaults. If you do noise reduction and you notice that it's taking out some of the, taking out not enough noise, or actually taking out some of the sound that you want to stay in the file, then you could adjust these settings. So, and you can see it just kind of got rid of most of the noise here. So let's listen to it now. Sound is a collection of waves traveling through some medium. Good. Some medium. I'm not a voice artist. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to trim the edges of this. So I'm going to select the edge of the voice here, right around there. That's just white space I don't need at the beginning, and I'm going to delete that. Remember, if you use the delete key, here, let's make sure, let's listen to the word medium here. Medium. Medium. Okay. It needs a little bit of space after it so that the sound of the breath will go away as well. So I'm going to just delete the end of that. Okay, now I have recorded this. I have normalized it to get a good level. I've trimmed it from side to side, and I've also reduced the noise. There's one more thing you can do to voice to help make it sound a little bit better, and that is to just kind of toy with the equalizer. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to this graphic equalizer. Oops, forgot to select what I want to fix. So I'm going to go to this graphic equalizer, and I'm going to boost the highs and boost the lows just a little bit. Here we go. So let's go to this graphic EQ. This is like a general EQ setting that is just for, actually this probably is what I did last time. You can see I boosted the bass a little bit, and I boosted the treble a tiny little bit. So I'm actually going to use this. When you turn it on, you can go in here and select bass boost, treble boost. I would do each of those. I'm going to save this as Russ's vocal boost. All right, so when you open this, it will look like this, flat. And then if you did like a bass boost, it would give you a little bit of extra bass. If you did a treble boost, these are just presets. You can apply both of those one at a time or neither. Let's listen to what it sounds like right now. Sound is a collection of waves traveling through some medium. Okay, so now I'm going to put in my preset. Let's see what it sounds like. Sound is a collection of waves traveling through some medium. I like that a little bit more. It has a little bit more depth to the sound and just a little more crispness. So I'm going to apply that. You'll see it kind of changed the waveform a tiny little bit. And all set.